this. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we're starting the recording. And here we go. So it took me a little bit to get set up this morning. That damn green screen still won't cooperate. Look at, the way I have my desk currently arranged, it's not really optimized living space for this green screen. I thought it was about 8-10 feet long, but it turns out the damn thing's like 20 feet long. So it's stretched over the coffee table, up over to the couch, up against the desk. I wonder if I could actually just, anyway, if I'm going to continue with the green screen, I'm going to have to go with one of the ones that go behind you. It's kind of like a hat rack, and it hooks up to that. I'll have to see if I can find one of those. But anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm still kind of getting set up. So how's everyone doing today? That's fine. I'm not going to drink any more of this. I'm going to throw that out. Ugh. So we'll try a new flavor of poison today. For those that were here yesterday, yes, this is the one my wife brought me. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm a bit sick too. So did everyone see that 4.6 is finally released? I'm going to send a quick tweet out about it. Maybe. So how do I tweet from this app? Oh, that big new tweet button. All right. So if you're still using Unity 4, 4.6 is finally released, so you have all the GUI stuff. So that means this week, this weekend, I'll probably go ahead and start doing tutorials on the GUI stuff. Yeah. The green screen. It's still screwed up a little over here. I'm not sure if I'm still twitchy, phasey. It's been a couple hours trying to set the... Yeah, I still got a little bit of green fringe on me. It's not the optimal spot. Wearing the Penzik tunic. Later on, we'll get the wizard hat out. Unfortunately, last night we could not find a cool looking wizardy type robe, but my wife did find a new comfy pair of pajamas for herself, so it wasn't a total loss. For those not familiar with American customs, right now we're going to Thanksgiving. It's Thursday, and oh my god, the stores are just crazy. Like, we went out at probably around 8 o'clock last night to do a quick late night run, and the stores were just packed. I hate going out during this time of year. Well, thanks. But, yeah, so let's go ahead. We'll open up Unity. I'm still using 5.beta 14. With all this light, I can notice all the little handprints on my monitor. All the little handprints, too. What's my son doing down here? Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. Yeah, I hardly ever go to the stores like the whole week of Thanksgiving. But I didn't think Tuesday night, that late, would be that packed. Oh, it was horrible, horrible. I just hate being in stores when they're that busy. Now, my throat's a little raw from, well, just being sick and from yesterday's stream. I guess we got a little loud. My wife was commenting that she could hear me upstairs. Chances are the neighbors probably heard me too. Yeah. I don't mind going out, but yeah, going to places that, you know, sell like house coats or roby type things. Oh my God, forget it. I'm not going to bother looking for another one until after Thanksgiving. Oh, I got that glitch again. Fix this. Actually, let's just full screen it. Full screen that bad guy. I can't remember what we're going to work on today. I didn't write it down. Tom Z12, welcome to the stream. Everyone say hello to, I would say Tom, not Tom. Everyone say hello to Tom. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I don't think it's worth going out right now. Okay, we'll go ahead. We'll make the text a little bigger. No, not smaller. Let's go bigger. Is that okay? This way here, I can see all the lines. Should be big enough for you. I'm going to go sit down and try to work out a new layout so you can see more of the screen. If I do end up going with the green screen, we'll just get rid of a lot of this overlay stuff. Then I can just float in the screen. Woo. Oh, wait a minute. We got to show some of this stuff off. Got the wizardy stuff behind me. We also have look into my eyes. And speaking of eyes, he's looking at me. But this in here probably won't put you to sleep. Too many mice. Okay, so well, let's just go ahead and take a look at the state of the game and figure out what we got to do. Okay, the first thing, let's get it not damaging us constantly. Yeah, I think that's the ship script. That's thruster. All right. So let's get the thruster working again. And we're not taking constant damage. Everything's outlined. Okay, that's done. I've thought about this last night, and I think I am going to go with my original plan, where you collect different types of ore, and then at the end of the game, or at the end of the level, you can trade those in as like separate currencies to upgrade things. So red, again, just being an upgrade to weapons. Green being an upgrade to hull strength, kind of like armor type thing. And then blue, it was originally fuel, but I'm thinking something along the lines of like propulsion or something like that. Oh. Yeah, don't do really long text. Nightbot doesn't like that. Both, really. Like, I'd probably just start off in Unity, and as you need to program stuff, go ahead and make it. Figure out how to make it. That's what I like about Unity, especially with doing the live stream, is that I just sit down and it's like, okay, what do I need next? Okay, I want to get these working next. I'm going to want to store just some values. So, okay, let's go start doing that. Now, as far as the actual programming stuff, I don't need to look up, but I usually have to look up Unity interfaces, how to get it up there, look at the API documentation. But we've been playing around with it enough now that I'm pretty familiar with this. So I'm going to call this ore store. Well, if you're having a lot of trouble with the programming stuff, then maybe spend some time, a week or so, just taking all the basic level C# stuff. Ah, the wrong one. Okay, we're going to play with the UI. So the first thing we'll do is go ahead and put in the UI space. Okay. I'm going to need to store 3 types of, see, I got to turn this off. I'm going to need to store 3 types of ore. So let's go, we'll set publics for those first. And again, for those that are new to the stream, the reason why I do publics at the start is I like to watch them in the inspector. And later on, when I reiterate through, then I can decide if I want them to be private or not. But at first, public int, they're all going to be ore. So I'm going to start them all off with ore, the word ore. Yeah, ore, red. Let's start them all off at 0. That sounds good. And we'll do ore green. What else? We could make that an array as well, with any num to go through it. I think we actually have the num already, don't we? Yeah, we do. Well, let's get it working. Actually, yeah. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead, put the script on the ore panel. And that's going to take 3 publics. Or do I want to get, that grabs the picture, right? Sweet. Wow. You didn't get caught this time, but try not to make it too long of a message. Try to break it up into smaller, more messages. Nightbot doesn't like those long ones. Yeah, you'd probably really benefit from watching a few introductory programming videos. Take C# ones, because you're going to want to learn about what the accessor methods are, or the accessor. Yeah, and also return types, or just the actual signature of the method. I'm so used to calling them functions. Well, technically functions return something, but I don't think that matters nowadays. But they're all just called methods now. Unless you're dealing with people from the old school. Okay, so I'm going to need 3 public game objects. So I can just have it look, but I think I'm just going to do it. Alright, we're going to say image red. Let's copy it. Man. Okay, so we have that, and we also need text, which we automatically know what the text will be because it's a child, and right now it's the only text under it. So if we grab the child and just grab the text property of the text component, yeah.
You need to protect the base.
Tobop, welcome to the stream. I would say hello to Tobop. Thanks for the follow. Hopefully you find the stream educational and entertaining. We'll get into a little wizardry a little bit later on. For now, we're just going to keep things pretty simple. I want to get a little bit of work done before we actually start playing around. And we'll go ahead and we'll copy these. Green and blue. Okay, these we have to assign, everything else we drag. So we'll come up to the OR panel. And red. Green. Blue. And like I said, I just want to make sure that they're grabbing them properly. I know these are going to be private. Tajins. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Welcome to the stream. Follow. Everyone say hello to Tajins. Oh, well, there you go. Tobop, are you from Australia? Mate? I think I remember you. Aussie convict, maybe? I actually like this one much better than the one she gave me yesterday. This one I can see drinking once in a while. That other one, I don't know if it was just this particular flavor. It doesn't say any flavor on it. It just tastes like a dirty butthole with sugar. This one actually tastes pretty good. Now it's 0 calories, so I'm sure it's full of a lot of artificial flavoring. Aspartame or something. Yeah, I'm not going to bother reading all that. That's fine. Now I'll probably cut this in half, do a little bit of this, and then start working on GUI stuff, because like I said, 4.6 is out, and I would like to start putting some tutorials for it out. Hang on just a sec. Excuse me. I do want to start getting some tutorials out for the GUI stuff. Even though I'm using Unity 5, I'll have to take a look to see how comparable they are. But something I can actually start doing tutorials on again. Get back into the groove. No problem. Especially one starting with M. Oh, yeah? Well, it's horrible here. Actually, I haven't been outside yet, so I don't know what it's like, but I'm pretty sure it's horrible. It was horrible last night, all that shopping. Okay, so we got these assigned. I want to go next and automatically fill these. Now, I could just come down and drag them in. I don't want to do that, though. I just want to grab them in code, and I'm going to do it in Awake. You can do them in Start. It's just, I like doing it in Awake. Awake to me is kind of like the constructor. Any references that I have to get, that's where I like to get them. So we'll start off with text red. Come on. Is equal to image red. Dot get component in children. Is there in child? Like there's only one, so it doesn't matter. No, so this is going to work anyway. It'll go through all of his children and grab a component of a particular type. Since we only have one child, and there's only one text component on it, this will work. And we want to get the text component. And let's go ahead, we'll save that, and let's just take a look. We start it. And it grabs it. Oh, I never noticed it had a little T there to show what type of component it is. But we don't have a G for game object. But I think it's cool that it has that little T. I wonder if that's just for UI stuff, because that is, if you went down to component, UI, right there. Let's see if the rest of them have them. We have icons for them. I think it'd be really cool if they added all the icons here, so you'd get that visual representation right away, going, oh, text component, oh, rigid body. I think that'd be really cool. Unity, if you're listening, show me your kappas if you'd like to see that as well. Let me catch up. Let me see. As far as models go, I don't really need them myself. Maybe what we'll do, make them free to everyone else. Maybe if after I'm done the game, I'm looking for those final assets, go ahead, put them together. We'll put them up on the asset store so people can just grab them from the asset store. And if you want to make them free, well, if you make them free, I'll actually use them in the tutorial series. But I don't want to be involved in managing other people's assets or anything like that anymore. I just want to code. I just want to make tutorials. I just want to throw stuff out there. If people want to contribute, that's great. But I'd rather go through the asset store so I can just give them a link and say, these are the assets I'm getting. And it's not any work on your part. You make them, you update them. If they need updating, you just upload them. Done. And plus, it can give you a little promotion too. If everyone starts liking your stuff, give you some feedback, how you want it to work. Maybe later on you come up with better things. Win-win, I'd say. When did I get Unity Pro? 2.5 maybe. Long time ago. I wanted Unity for the iPhone, and back then, actually no, it was in 1 point something. I think it was 1.5 where they had the iPhone come out. Of course, it was a separate app, but in order to get it, you had to have, I think, Unity Pro at the time before you could get the iPhone version. I think that's the way it worked. But anyway, that was the reason why I upgraded to Unity Pro originally, was because I wanted the iPhone version and you needed it. Yeah, so as far as assets go, people have little bundles. Maybe they want to put together a bunch of sound and stuff like that. I'm more than happy to look at it. But like I said, as far as distributing it goes, I'd rather just go up as a package to the asset store. So it's just so much easier for everyone else to get. And I don't have to worry about managing it. And you don't have to worry about hosting it. And if it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, right? Okay, so it does grab the red one, and as we see, we got the little T. Yeah, I didn't see any kappas. Don't like that idea. So we'll do two more. We got red. Let's do green and blue. I'm actually just going to space this out a bit. Green, blue. Now, for those watching the live stream, if you're used to the old live stream from 4 years ago, before I even started the YouTube channel, we never really got much work done, did we? But we always had fun. So, okay, so he is grabbing all the right ones. So great, we got everything referenced. I'm going to save this just in case it crashes again. We don't want another mishaps of a couple days ago where it crashed or we lost everything. Excuse me. So a quick question for the people that are actually watching on the stream. Do you prefer like a pretty much full screen of my screen with a green screen behind me so I'm just taking up the corner? Do you prefer me not even in the picture? Because we have, you know, like stuff like this. I could just do this. I think most people prefer to actually see me and other things on the screen too. I like having the chat because I know some people when they're watching on mobile devices don't like to have the side open. Again, a lot of this is just my personal preference. I know I've wasted a lot of space here with my layout. Something I got to rework. But I'm just curious what everyone else thinks. Okay, so we got all those. Now, we've gone through before and done all the checks and everything else. I'm not going to do it this time. We've done it so many times. By the way, thanks for the people who posted a retweet. I'm horrible at social media, by the way. That's what I thought. That's what I think. Most people just me floating in the corner. Like I am gonna have some stuff on the sides. It's gonna happen. I like the chat, but I can make the screen picture a lot bigger. And honestly, this whole section of the screen, we hardly ever do anything over there. And if I am going to use the green screen, I just realized the green screen interferes with oh, it's mirrored right there. Oh, look. Oh, I can grab the airs. I can get the airs. And the tasks. Okay. So we got that. So we got to find a way to increase them and decrease them. We'll just go ahead and make 3 functions. I don't think I'm going to need... No, I'm not going to need any of this. And if I do, we can just add it. So we'll go add or. Let's make this public. Void. No, we're going to want to... Well, do we ever want to be able to fetch the or? Yes, we do. So we're going to say int. No, no, no. We don't want to call it or. Let's just call it, or add or. Let's just call it or. Now this is going to take an enumeration. And what's that asteroid type? Oh, we didn't bother putting those in an array yet. We're going to. And int. Oh, come on. Int, we'll say CNT. I'm not sure if this is supported in C# where you supply a default value. It probably is. Let's see if I get an error. Yeah. Ah. Let's get rid of this debug statement. For those that were around for the end of yesterday's stream, remember how much time we spent looking for that bug? Stupid X and Y. Okay, so no errors. And we are going to have to go ahead and throw these in an array. So we'll close everything down for now, besides what we're working on. In that. So we know this works, so let's just go ahead. I believe the thing I'm worried about is if I just iterate through and grab all the children. Well, no, I don't actually have to. I can still assign it. Public. Game object. And we're just going to call it or types. No. We're going to comment these out now. We'll come back, fix them again. What? Come on. Or types. We'll open this up. We're going to have 3 or types. Oh, sorry. Ignoring chat again. For a lot of the stuff that you program, I try to keep everything really simple, very basic. I don't try to get anything too complex. I like to keep it. I don't want to go above the difficulty of anyone that would have maybe like a 2-year degree in programming. Like if you know your if blocks, you know how do you assign like your different data types, your variables, while loops, for loops, all just the basic programming stuff. You can do so much in Unity. Now, of course, if you're sitting there having visions of creating the next WoW and stuff like that, you're going to need a real programmer for that. And I think any rational person is going to realize that. But as far as just getting the concept out of your head and creating it, you just need the basics. You don't have to go spend $40,000 on a university education if you just want to make fun little games. Now, whether or not is game development still profitable? Yeah, it is. Obviously, there's people doing it, but I don't think it's the gold mine that it was before, where you could just go out and make, you know, a bunch of crap apps, throw them up, and you know, kind of sit back and just start counting the Benjamins. Okay, so there, green and blue. But hopefully, if you're doing it, it's because you really enjoy it. I really should be using the array to assign stuff, but I'm not going to. Just because I want to get some work done today. Did I say the array? I meant the enumeration. Like right in here, it should be asteroid type. But we're just going to say 0, 1, 2. Horrible, horrible, horrible. It's just the way I feel today. And this should still work. All right, so let's make sure we're grabbing blue, green, red. Save it. Great, now we can come down here and start using the array type. Array type, asteroid type. So we want to be able to add to the count, subtract from the account. Of course, we'll just be passing a negative number in, and also be able to get a value back if need be. Just keep it to one function. I haven't tried PlaneMaker. I might have tried it a long time ago, like when it first came out. But generally, stuff like that I don't use. Now, stuff that makes a lot of assets for me, as far as like 3D models and stuff like that, that I'll use because that takes me a long time to do. Quest for the Golden Kappa. Okay, so anyway, for this function here, I want it to be able to add to my counts, subtract from the counts, which we'll be doing just by passing a negative number, and also return the count, or the amount, because at the end of the level, I'm going to want to say, you know, how much does he have of it? So we'll start off by saying or type, and I'm actually going to, oh crap. I'm not sure why I pluraled this. I didn't mean to. I'm going to get an error, aren't I? Yeah. We'll go ahead and get rid of this, because I'm going to have to reassign these now, aren't I? Yeah. That's fine. I wonder if there's any way for you to have it so you don't have to keep reassigning it. Red, green, blue. When you refactor a name. So now we can say or type. We're going to take asked. Because it should return a value there. Plus equals CNT. And we should just be able to return this as well. I'm trying to remember how it does in C#. Does it return it before it adds it, or does it add it first? So we need a way to call it. So I'm going to call this in the ship script. Nope. Cannot convert from astro type to int. I'll have to look up how to do that again. Cannot be applied. Oh, crap. We gotta make this an array too. Should we just make... Now, I believe in C#, everything, when you create an array and stuff like that, it automatically is set to 0. Let's find it. Oh, we gotta get rid of these errors. What? Come on, give me another one. And I want to move that up there, so let's move it now before I do anything. So what's this? That's just references to... Okay, so up here, or count. Let's actually put it right above there. Remember how to do this in C#. Is it asteroid type.ast? No. I'll have to look that up. Now I'm still going to return 0 just so I only have the one line with the error. And there's my error. What? Okay, we have convert.change type. I don't want that. There was another one I used to use. You could just int it. So just your standard casting should work here. So from the ship script, that sounds so dirty. I ship. Let's just go ahead and we'll just start adding to them. So let's do that in one of the updates. Okay, we'll just do it in a late update. Yeah, we don't have a regular update. Well, let's go ahead, we'll do it up here. I just want to see if it works. So I'm going to do... So we're just testing. I'm just going to go game object dot find dot, well, we need the name. We're going to be deleting this line, so I'm not too worried about it. Dot get component. Let's just do send message, actually. All right. Just or, right? Yeah. So we're going to call the method or. And what do we want to pass in? Let's just work on red now. You need an asteroid type. Oh, nope, not red. What? Why is that not working? What the hell? Wrong line. I wonder how many people in chat are saying that. Okay. Can you only send one parameter or send message? It looks that way. It doesn't say actually on the Unity documentation, but I think it only takes one. Looks like the third parameter is the options. Okay, so we can't do send message. Get component. Here we go. So here it is here, the red ore. So it's working. We are adding to it. And I can't see why the rest wouldn't work, provided you spell them right. But just for the sake of completeness, let's do a quick test. Green should be second. Important note, make sure they're in the right order. Hey, whoa, 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 what happened? There we go. Asteroid has errors. What's the enumeration? Okay. Ore store. Now it should be the right one. There we go. And last but not least, let's get blue. We'll have to restart model develop because it looks like it bugged out on me again. This is actually pretty comfy. It was the tunic my wife made for me for Penzik. I actually like it. Kind of smells like campfire though. I don't know why. Well, I guess of all the things that could smell like campfire is not too bad, I guess. Okay, so we're adding in. So when we added, we also want to update the display. Oh man. Okay. That means this is an array. So I know I might want to add more stuff later on, so let's just get it out of the way. Apparently I got one hand faster than the other, significantly faster. And of course I called the vortex. Did I do that again? Man. What are we updating again? We're doing blue. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. We're still getting index out of RAM. Helps if I actually fill this out, I guess, right? And it's doing green, but blue. So it's definitely doing green here. But up here, it's doing element 2, which should be blue. Ah, that's why. Okay, we got that working. And we're going to return the count of the actual ore that we're incrementing. There we go. Just want to try something here before I stop. I can't remember what namespace I'm going to have to add for this. There's also a num.get values. Come on. Slow page. I'm not sure what you mean, QI. Oh, see you later, Tobop. Thanks. Oh, QI. Okay. I'm sorry. Behind on the conversation. Good morning, Adam. Uh... Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we got the green screen. Later on, maybe. Whoop. Later on, we'll try to do some magic. Let's turn this down a bit. It's probably too loud, isn't it? Is the volume okay at this? I just accidentally hit my button here, so let me know if the volumes are all out of whack now. Woo! Woo! I think after a while that would just get really bothersome. Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't clipping or anything. I tend to talk pretty loud. Okay, let's see what library or what I have to include here. Apparently this is like 10 times faster than the get values one. I'm just not sure what namespace I have to add for that. Come on, old MSDN, tell me. It says it's in system. Okay, system. I, for some reason, thought I had system. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna make it private. It's still working, so yeah, it does work. I just like it this way so I don't have to keep assigning it in the editor. Of course, what I could do too is just get the length of the one that we're actually assigning. That would be so much easier, wouldn't it? Wouldn't have to include this, and it'd be faster. Well, actually, I think it'd be the same speed, wouldn't it? I would have to make a new variable for it. Now we can throw this in a loop. Nope, I broke it. I need a -1 in there. I think length is always +1, right? Yep. Ah, I wonder if this is... Well, this is right, actually. What am I doing? This is right. You want it to be 3. It's just a typo. Okay, so that's working. Now we actually have to make some more to pick up. Let me catch up. Yeah, we didn't get a rope last night. We went out looking, couldn't find one. And it was crazy, crazy busy shopping. I do still have the hat. We'll probably put that on a little bit later. Just checking Twitter here for a second. Actually, I like this one way better than yesterday's. It's something I could see having, like one a day type thing. In replace of a coffee. Well, no, I think I like coffee better. Let's start chopping up, making some ore. Yeah, Black Friday. I don't go out Black Friday. I just do not leave the house. It's not worth it. To me, it's like, if you've ever seen the movie The Purge, that's what it's like if you go shopping on Black Friday. Just not worth it. Ooh, look, I saved $50 on an off-brand TV. Nah, it's not worth it. How about this? Is this a bit better for you now? Oh, let me know if the sound's okay now. I bumped the speaker earlier, or the mixer earlier, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't clipping. It should be okay. It looks like my volumes are okay. Let me turn them up just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't believe that last night. We went out around 8. And I thought Tuesday night would be a safe night to go shopping. Like, I was just looking for a house coat that I could fool around and pretend it was a robe for our little getup here. Excuse me, but no. No way. It was just packed. It was fine for you? Oh, it was horrible for me. Yeah, we went to one of our local stores, Meijer, and it was packed. Then we went to your typical Walmart. Well, and it was pretty busy too. So we said, screw that. You will hit the follow button. Well, I need the hat for that. Ah, you will hit the follow button. Woo! Oh, the brim's too big. Woo! And I'm not hanging to the right. Woo! Yeah, I don't understand Black Friday. I like a good deal as much as the next guy. But, yeah, I don't see... Let's see, we don't have Black Friday in Canada, where I grew up. But we do have Boxing Day, which can be pretty crazy as well, with this the day after Christmas. But it's never been as bad as, at least not that I know, at least when I lived in Canada, it was never as bad as Boxing Day. Like, people get killed down here, you know, just trying to save $50 off, you know, like a $500 TV or something like that. Or actually, no, it's usually an off-brand TV. So it's like a $200 40-inch TV. Save $50. Give it to me. Of course, the picture quality is absolutely horrible, but it doesn't matter because you're saving $50. And they'll kill each other over it. Just don't get it.
You need to save this.
Oh, look, it worked. It worked. Mooney-licious. Thanks for the follow. Everyone say hello to Mooney. Hopefully your stay here is enjoyable and entertaining. If you have any questions, I use Unity. If you have any questions about Unity or game dev in general, you just want to chat, go ahead and leave a comment. I'm usually pretty talkative. Well, glad you found me. Yeah. Well, yeah, because they don't want to give away too many. They can't. Let's look at the chinchilla. Why are you sleeping like that? Hang on. That chinchilla's sleeping funny. Okay. That freaked me out. That's something happened to one of our chinchillas. I guess they're just tired. Okay. Let's see. But only 3 stock. Yep, still using beta 14. I didn't check today. Is there a new one? I don't think there's a new one. No, it's still 14. Right there. Oh well. Let's see, where was I? Nothing to check out. This will probably be the first game I put up on the website. Why are those colored I don't know. We didn't have an icon for it at the time, and we were on Twitch. We were being silly, and we ended up using kappas. And if you actually go in the game, you'll notice the puppy too. We still need to get a texture for our laser. And I want to work on the controls today. I don't like this. It's just you rotate too quick. And maybe find a nice texture for our laser. Let me catch up on chat here. Falling behind. Oh, I forgot I left that spinning. You will subscribe. Well, let's have him looking at you instead. Don't make me get the bodyguard out. Let's see. Actually, I guess it's not 6 months now. It was around the end of July I started growing it again. So maybe the 3rd week of July, 4th week. So anyway, August, September, October, and in November. So 4 months. It's not too bad. I'm just kind of curious what my terminal length is. You know, do I get a 3-inch beard? Do I get a 3-foot beard? Somewhere in between? How long does my beard get? Like most people, that little soul patch area doesn't grow very long before it stops. I've got about 1 inch. If I actually take my hand and put it on my chin, right on, like up under my chin, under the hair, and pull the hair down and straight, it's down to my knuckles. So now I've got about 2.5 inches already. That's not bad. That's what she said. Probably Hearthstone. I don't think I've ever streamed Magic. The other channels where I played games. This was my game development channel. Usually at the end for the last hour or so, I usually go somewhere to play a game before I go pick up my son to kind of like mellow out before I have to go pick my son up. But yeah, the other channels, basically I just play games, but I just don't have the time to sit down and play a game for, 3 hours on end type of thing. I would love to, but I just don't. Now I remember Mooney Lish. I knew the name was familiar. I couldn't figure out where I knew it from. That's when I used to wear the Santa hat. And Christmas is coming, so I guess I'll have to get a new Santa hat. Because I think my son destroyed the other one. I haven't seen it in ages. So we'll probably have to get another Santa hat. Why not blood trails? I'm not sure what for. Too many cans? I spell it wrong? Well, yeah, that's right. There we go. Okay. No, I'm still using 5 point whatever. Yeah, I usually still stream Hearthstone for like the last hour or something, depending on how long I spend here. I usually write down a list of what I want to accomplish for the day. And once I get that done, I do a lot of sitting around just chit-chatting. No, I look at it this way. If all I wanted to do was just get work done, I'd just turn the camera off. But I like the actual community, the social aspect of just sitting around talking, bouncing ideas off of each other when you're doing stuff. Sometimes I'm just doing something completely wrong and someone will point it out and they'll be like, oh, especially when you're doing stuff just off the top of your head. Sometimes you get so focused on that one path, this is how I'm going to do it, that you just get those blinders up and you just don't see the other ways. It's kind of nice to have that on Twitch. And of course, it's usually a fun time as well. Hopefully our little community stays as much fun as it is now. When we start getting trolls, I don't know, we'll have to figure out something then. Yeah. What's the link to? Now, I have no bans on links. A Trunk Monkey compilation. Let me check this out.
Who do you think you're honking at, huh? What, you don't like the way I drive? What,
Check it out, Trunk Monkey.
I didn't know. You want a piece of me? Why don't you come out and get you some, huh? Where are you gonna go now? Well, you can't speed up by anybody now. You think you're better than me? What, you think? Oh, I don't like the way
the guy behind me, the Trunk Monkey.
Oh!
The Trunk Monkey, a revolutionary idea you'll only find at Suburban Auto Group, pending approval by Attorney General.
All right, back in the trunk.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of Trunk Monkey commercials. Oh, yeah. I've never seen the Trunk Monkey commercials. I like it. Trunk Monkey videos. Now, so far, we've only got one guy that's a semi-sorter troll. He behaves, though, so it's not too bad. When it gets bad, we'll figure out what we have to do then. For now, I just like hanging out, chit-chatting. Does anyone have anything they want to share with anyone? Here's a good place to do it. Well, there's a link a little further up. Adam T. Davies put it up. It's pretty funny. Okay, so we got these updating. Next, we should actually start making ore. Prefabs. And right now I'm just concerned about the script, not concerned about the actual prefab. That's another thing too with the lights that I'm using. I'm gonna have to find a. I'm definitely gonna keep the green screen. I'm gonna have to do a lot more work with it because this one's too big. It's 20 feet long. It's just crazy. So we probably won't have the green screen tomorrow. Let's take a look here. Maybe we can find one. I need, so this is kind of like what I have, the big stand, but mine's really big. I want one that's no more than 4 feet wide. Oh, something like this maybe. What's the size? Oh, 5x7 when extended. This is probably all I need. Yeah. Rendezvous when I'm through with you. Yep. Yeah, I can update the message. I'm not sure what to say now. I don't want to keep updating it every, hour. There you go. I'll even put that on for you. Ah, there we go. But I gotta hang it to the right. Need a better hat. This one kind of sucks. Unfortunately, I'm not sitting near a wall. I thought of that. I could paint that wall green, turn my desk around and put it right there. But, if I turned it around this, but then I like my desk where it is. Ideally, I'd put it over there, but I got my big whiteboard over there. So that's not going to work. Right there would be the best option. Especially this green screen. Like, it's not too bad if I'm just streaming, if I have like a coat rack behind me with this thing hanging off of it. And it looks like it has hooks. So I might just be able to hang that on a coat rack, put it behind me. It's 5 feet wide. That's more than enough. It'll be right behind my chair. It's probably one of those ones that flip and fold out. That's one thing I'll have to make sure of. Yeah, it looks like it's one of those ones that have a stiff edge. I'll have to read the reviews. And if it flips and folds out, then I can just hang it on the, like a coat rack or a hook or something behind me. That's wizard speak. Monitor's too far away. How about Smo? Let's get Smo magic done. You never have enough. You need Smo. There we go. But I'm thinking this is what I want. It probably doesn't come with the rack though, right? Folds down to a 30 by 30 inch, which is great for storage. Yeah, spring steel liner flex to hold up material tight. Zipper case included. Oh, we might be able to get green screen from now on. Never doubt the wizard. I don't need lighting. I got tons of lighting. I do a lot of photography, just a hobby, so I've got tons of lighting. I've got a great big overhead umbrella right now. It's lighting the room up, but it's really cool because I wanted to try out this new LED bulb. It's only, I think, 35 watts, but it's an LED and it just lights everything up. Like, that's the only light I have on is a 35 watt light. And I think it lights everything up pretty good. Yeah, it is expensive, but I think it's worth it. The fact that it's the spring steel. I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you have to look it up, but it folds up into a 30 by 30 oval. Not an oval. It's like a circle. But it's very firm. Like this is, I think, exactly what I want. And then I just got to hang it on something. Trying to get a better look here. It looks like I just hang it on any hook. So like a hat rack. I could stick a hat rack behind me, put this on it, let it hang there. Then when the stream is done, I just move it over to the side. It won't take anything up. Green screens are pretty cheap. Like you can get some pretty cheap green screens. Like the one I'm using now is 20 by 10. I think it goes up to a maximum of 10 feet, 10 or 12 feet, and I think it's 20 wide. And it wasn't that expensive. What are people saying about it that don't like it? This guy gave it 1 star. Not opened it as a Christmas gift. Why would you give it 1 star? Yeah, apparently people say it's pretty thin, which that I'm not worried about because I can put something behind it. Is there another pop out? That's what we need. Green dye. Oh! No. I want the pop out. There's a few here. Cowboy Studio, I've dealt with them. A lot of people, I like them. Was this the one I was just looking at, though? No, this only has, oh, this has 5. I've never had a problem with them. Some of these comments. I don't think it's a very good one, though. It doesn't look like it. Again, another 5x7. What are the reviews? Not as many reviews, but they're not negative. Pull this over to the side a bit. Sorry, I didn't mean to do shopping when people got here, but then I started thinking about the green screen. Later on tonight, I'll order it. I'm just going to put this over here. But yeah, I think something like that would be perfect for me. A whole bunch of the pop-ups. There's a 6x9 chroma key screen. I like the pop-ups. I want to get the pop-up. Yeah, I was reading the review. Some guy went to undo it and it came up and smacked him in the chin. He bit his tongue. I know people with them. I mean, I've seen them, you know, twist and fold it up. To be honest, I'm looking at, you know, basically having a stand behind me. Something similar to this. And I'm just going to hang it off of that. I'll just end up hanging it off of that. No, I'm too far over. And when I'm not using it, I have a big empty space over here beside the computer. I can just put it up against the wall over there. The problem with this one is it's just too damn big. This is the one we used to have on the wall here, and we had it coming down, curved out, and my son and I would do silly things. But I think that'd be perfect. Like, I don't mind running the green screen. I like the idea of a green screen. I would personally just paint the wall, but I don't want to move my desk. I like my desk in this spot, and I'm not putting a wall behind me. I'm sure someone will show me if I have trouble. Oh, there's probably a YouTube video on it. But anyway, enough distraction. Let's go ahead. Before I start, let's go ahead. We'll change the background. I wonder if I'll probably put these on a scroll, or I could cycle these. Okay, so I want to go ahead and start making ore prefabs. Spinning up the secondary drive. There's actually another skin for this too. When I was sorting through the textures, I found it. That's the enemy ship red. Whoop. It's the enemy ship. I've not played around with his shader yet. We're going to be putting him in soon. So they do have a normal. I want it to be a little more metally. Oh, that looks good. Still not sure where I want his lasers to come up from. I think the tips. Do you have anything under here? No. Let's just crank it up full metal. That's too shiny. That's good. And I want to see what the red looks like on them. Apparently nothing there. What's this one attached to? I don't think it needs to. Well, so that goes to back here, this one. Okay. There's some things that use it. I kind of like the red. I think better than the purple. What do you think? Excuse me. Yeah, here I go getting distracted. Okay, we'll go ahead and get that out of there. We'll save it. Enemy ship, laser. So red, purple, red puppy droppings. Oh, okay. Like, what's with the big collider? But it's not a collider, it's light. Um, I'll get rid of the light for now. And let's just work on this. I'm gonna want poor puppy right between the eyes. Pow! We're gonna make an ore script. Okay, so ore, when it's spawned, we'll have to have a type. Oh man, I hate when I lose that and mono develop it anyway. I don't need it right now. Trying to decide if I want the properties here. When you pick it up, it does it. I am going to need some collision stuff. That's going to be this function. On collision, enter. I could make it a trigger. This is something I haven't done in Unity in a while. Oh, don't want to lose my green screen. Let's make it a trigger. I'm gonna get a collider of the other, and then based off of other, I'm pretty sure I can get his tag, and if it's player, I can just pick it up. Does it need to be public? No, it's private. Now, remember last time we used compare tag and it wouldn't work? Returns a bool. And before we start, let's go ahead and put it on the red puppy droppings. I've not assigned a type yet. Simply because I'm going to let the asteroid, when it blows up, assign its type when it spawns it. But we do have a collider, right? Isn't there an is trigger? Yeah. Pretty sure you have to have this on. Okay, so note that only trigger events. Note that trigger events are only sent if one of the colliders also has a rigid body. Our ship does. That'll be fine. Let's see. Let's try it out. You know what? Just to make this easy. Did not get the message. Am I not hitting it? I don't have a collider on my ship yet. Hmm. There we go. Non-convex mesh colliders with non-kinematic rigid bodies are no longer supported in Unity 5. Okay. We have to make it convex, which is fine. Apollyon. I'm not sure what you mean red is better. All right, we got it. All right, so what do we do when we collide with it? We check to see if it's a player. If it is a player, we got to be picked up. Just one quick second. Okay, I gotta switch hats. So we want to go ahead and asteroid stores, what we're going to want to grab. Ore panel. This is not something that's being called every frame. It's only going to be called when it happens, so that's fine. We'll do a send message. And we can't because we can't send two parameters or two variables. That should work. So when we run into it, we should increase the red by 1. There we go. I guess we'll start them off 0 now. Okay, then destroy it. Now, MonoDevelop has a destroy method. I'm trying to, is there anything I want to do with this before I destroy? Maybe a particle effect? Now, I know you have to be careful with this because I think when you destroy it, you even lose it in your scene. I'm going to go ahead and make a prefab of it now, just in case. So it's gone. Increased by 1. Okay, it's back. I remember there was something I was doing with destroying. It actually ended up destroying stuff outside of play mode. And it really, well, let's say I wasn't too happy. And of course, if we switch this to other types, green should go up. And blue. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what we're talking about. I like the red better too, but we can always mix and match. We have 2 of them. I could probably just load it up into Photoshop and make a few other colors as well. Okay, well, I'll see you later, Mooney. Usually between 12 and 1, if you're still there, is when I start doing games. Got an alert. Usually between 12 and 1 is when I start doing game streaming. Like I said, it's usually an hour or 2 at the end. I'm not sure what you mean, Gestus. It makes me laugh. There is finally keyword. So we destroy. We still want to do some sort of particle effect. An animate, or yeah, just a particle, like a poof. I still have not sat down with the shuriken system, so it's something I still got to do. But yeah, particle effect. Destroy the ore. Game object. I'll probably instantiate the particle effect too, so the particle effect will have to be destroy itself as well. That's fine. I think that's it. I don't need. It needs to move when it's spawned. I'm still not sure if I want to do it with rigid bodies or not. I do want it to only last so long. So if you don't pick it up in like a minute, it disappears. I'm just going to call it lifespan. And yeah, let's start it off in a minute, 60 seconds. Well, we will need start. No, we don't. Lifespan is equal to negative equal to time dot delta time. And we have to make it a float now, just to make things easy. I thought there was an actual method like on destroy or something like that. The mono behavior, I believe. Awake, fixed update. On destroy. This function is called when the mono behavior will be destroyed. I'm going to put the particle effect down here. Oh. Yep. Now, is there anything else that needs to fire off down there for just being destroyed? You can go down there. And we made it public, so let's go check out this lifespan. Make sure it's working. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. Let's not make it 60 seconds, though. There we go. It's gone. I think this is it for the ore. It'll be assigned a type because it's public. Update. We'll just... Actually, we don't need to do the update, do we? We can do invoke, remember? It saves an update. I'm going to need the update. Oh, no, I can put that in the invoke. All right. What did we put the timer on last time? Timer. Duh. So it was invoke repeating or something. There it is. So you want to invoke it. When we invoke timer, it takes two variables. One was when to start. The other was how often to tick. And then we're just going to take lifespan. Almost the exact same here. Oh, wrong one. Why does it look so different? No update. Now the thing about the invoke method, I was doing some testing last night, and even though you have it set to fire every second, when I was doing my little running my little test, it doesn't actually fire every second. It's pretty close, but it's not every second. But for all intents and purposes, it's good enough. Just excuse me. A keyword called finally. It's in there, been there for a while. It's part of the debugging. The try loop. I've never gotten into it with everyone. But anyway, go ahead and look up the try loop. It's a great way to debug. You know, try this. If it fails, do this. And finally, if that fails, do this other thing. It's pretty good. Let me quickly catch up on chat here. Yeah. Just starting out, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I haven't touched the Shuriken particle system that much. So I want to go ahead. I'm talking to InDevGirl. I want to go ahead and play around with the system a bit more first before I go ahead. And I want to start making nice particles. Because right now, we've got poopy particles. Maybe tomorrow it'll just be particles. Like for all intents and purposes, they're fine. They work. But I want some better particles. Start adding a little eye candy. The coding part's easy. It's the polish that I have trouble with. But anyway, on destroy, I'll go ahead and instantiate a particle. I'll either have it automatically attached. There's a couple ways I could do it. I could attach it to the ore, so when the ore spawns, not the ore panel. So when the ore spawns, just have it turned off. And then, you know, in its last X seconds or something like that, the last 1 second of it, it does a particle effect, and then everything's just destroyed. That's probably a little bit better. I was originally just thinking of having it disappear and spawn the particle effect, and then the particle effect could kill itself as well. I think it's actually better if I just go ahead and put it on this, and then not just basically have it turned off, and then when I need it, you know, turn it on, it runs for a second or whatever, and then destroys itself. The whole ore object itself. I think that's probably a better way to do it. But I want to turn around and play with the particle system. Actually, no, I won't be doing the particle system tomorrow. I'm going to start doing a lot more GUI stuff. I might actually put the game on hold and just work purely on GUI stuff. Make sure that I know pretty much everything that I'm going to need to. I've played around with everything except selectable. Now, there's a few options in some of these I haven't played with. I haven't done with position as UV1. It's probably going to be dealing with the shaders. I'll have to take a look. Excuse me. But I think that's it. I've done toggle group, toggle scroll rack button. I haven't done raw image, so I'll have to see what the difference between raw image and image is. But once I'm done that, I can go ahead and make the tutorials and throw them up on YouTube. Sooner the better, I guess. Hurry up. I know some people are waiting for some new stuff. What was I doing now? We got it. It destroys. It does add to here, right? I made it add to the count. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. On destroy. I can't wait till the Unity documentation's updated to Unity 5. This subtle changes, but it's kind of annoying sometimes trying to find stuff. So we got that. It picks it up. Next, I guess we have the ore start popping out of the asteroids. But I have an asteroid script. I do. Wow, look at all those parameters. Have to do some work there, aren't we? I think we made the asteroid the first day, didn't we? One of the commands I really like that I just don't use enough is the require component. You never have to worry about forgetting to add something. It was a box collider, right? Or mesh renderer, box collider, yep. And let's make sure is triggered is always ticked as well. So get component. Box collider dot is trigger equals true. Anything else I need to set up on it? Nope. Mesh renderer. I want to look up at the new lighting system too in Unity 5. I still haven't really done a whole lot with that, and I think atmospherically it's just going to be great for pretty much every game out there, right? Oh, we're going to glide. I got it. Okay, so asteroids dropping ore. First off, let's get a prefab to the ore. I could put it in my resource folder, start building up that for asset bundles, but I'm not worried about it with this game. So we'll just go public, game object, and we'll call it ore. Asteroid. Oh, we got 3 asteroids too. And the only difference is the model in that. We're using the same script though, right? Yeah. I should fix that. Because the only difference is the mesh and the shape of the capsule collider. That's something we'll have to fix a little later on. Let's just get this done. Capsule collider collapse. Okay. I'm not seeing the asteroid. Or public game object or. That's a serialization problem. I will quit. And just reopen it. Which of course is on this screen. And of course we've got to go full screen to fix that. Over in the models. Why is it not showing up? I don't have any errors. Because I put it in the wrong script. Probably why. There we go. So on its destroy method, okay, so it sends a score. Let's just spawn it here instead of making the new. Well, I could easily just make this the on destroy. Well, we'll just leave it here. So before we destroy, all right, instantiate is static. You want the type. Let's. So here's the one I want. So let's do 4. I want my position, right? Yeah. So I want it in the same spot. And quaternion. Identity. I'm pretty sure I have to typecast this. I remember before I was having trouble with it. Let's see. First, we'll get rid of the errors. That's why I had it as public. So we'll shoot an asteroid. I'm just too far. Die! Die! Whoa, what's that? One of my lasers glitched out. They did them as transforms. I'm positive I used to do it as game objects though. Let's typecast it. Oh. Instantiate ore. Position will be my current position. Good morning, Parrot Charlie. Asset store. Yep. To start off with, I just do asset store stuff. There's more than enough out there for free just to get you up and running. And later on down the road, if it's something that you really want to pursue after you're done in the game, you really like it, you want to upgrade the graphics, then I think about picking stuff up. I already forget what the error was. Not spawning the ore. Oh, here it is. So it did spawn it in the right spot. We'll destroy this one. I want to be right on top of it so I can see it. We've got an error. Ah, I think I forgot to assign it in all 3 prefabs. Ah, I only assigned it in the red one.
You need to save this thing.
Brandon W. Styles, welcome to the stream. Everyone say hello to Brandon. Thank you for the follow. Come on. Those lasers go pretty far. So there we go. We got the ore right there. I don't want it just sitting there. I want it to rotate or something. So when it spawns in. Is there a way to pass that on? Um, yeah, we're quite a ways to fly. Gotta be a closer one. Really? There we go. So that'll get it to face a different direction. We're just gonna add some rotation to it now. Do I want a rigid body on it? And I can just use physics to rotate it? I think I want one on it. I don't want it just to sit there. It has to move and fly around. So I want to apply some sort of transformation to it. Well, okay. So now we'll have a reference to it so we can start applying stuff to it. I think I will just do a rigid body. It's just the easiest way, I think, that I can think of.
You need to save this thing.
Burrock, 07. Welcome to stream. Say hello everyone to Burrock. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I haven't played around with the new physics. It's 3.3 of the physics engine. I'm not sure exactly what's new. I haven't got that far into the documentation yet. I can't remember if my asteroids have rigid bodies. They do. When I'm spawning over 2,000 of them, I'm fine. So I want to apply, I guess, the properties of my rigid body. Well, not all of them, obviously. I'm trying to decide, how do I get the force? I could probably get the velocity. That's not a problem. I don't think. I'm sure I can just copy the velocity. Velocity. So geo dot rigid body. Oh. Get component. Rigid body. Add force. And for now, I'm just going to copy the force I get from myself. Get component. Yeah. Rigid body. Dot. Velocity, I believe. And we'll still have to add a rotation to it. Let me see. See you later, Seamus. Use more force so that they don't go flying off the screen. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Use more force so they don't go flying off the screen. If I use more force, they will go flying off the screen. Look at it go. Yeah, it's way... It's not velocity. Do this one. Add explosive force. Float. So we'll do one. Explosion position. Transform dot position. Explosion radius. It's another float. Let's just do one. See what that does. Not something I've played around with a whole lot before. Oh, am I using gravity on it? That's why it's falling so fast. Yeah. Let's go this way. Oh. Now it's not moving. Add relative force for the thruster script for the ship. Yeah. Let me get the ore working right, then I'll work at the I still gotta change my rotation. I'm not using physics to rotate right now, and I want to. Let's see. See what effect this has. Oh, lots of asteroids. Okay, let's get one that's not flying like crazy. It is moving. So increase the force, maybe? Oh. Want to be behind me, so why did Z air? Oh, forgot the position. All right, we got lots. I shouldn't need to add too much force, I wouldn't think. And this was the radius, right? Hi, Sign It 1998 MC. How How are you doing today? Oh, it's Bram. How are you doing? I'm just gonna go with add force. Um, I'm still alive. A little under the weather. I don't know what it is my son brought home, but the whole family has it. Bit of a sore throat. Just tired, sore. I just wanted to kind of continue on with the direction the asteroid was going. I might do that. Just have it look at the player and start going towards them. Move towards them. Well, we got some movement now. We just got to apply some random rotation to it. Make it a little more random later. For now, let's just see if this rotates it. Should. There we go. I kind of like that. Now, of course, as a player, that's pretty hard to see. There it is there. Of course, probably when we're not using a transparent texture, it'd probably be a little bit easier to see. Of course, we can also use some lighting on it. We got it. I'm using 5 beta 14. Hang on just one second. I hear someone upstairs. I'll be right back in a couple seconds. Dump this out. Okay. I can take care of that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll be back in a minute.
You need to save this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grab a beer! Jump in the beer! Drink to the beer! 'Cause beers are good! And scruff!
Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take care of some stuff. Did I miss a subscriber? Or, sorry, a follower here on Twitch? Nutty? Let me take a look. I used the right mouse. Nutty 007 Tom, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Looks like people were already saying welcome. Christy, did see you sneak in. How are you doing? Did I miss anyone else? I think I got Burrock right. If not, welcome. I remember getting Brandon Styles. Look into my eyes. That's distracting me. I imagine it's got to be distracting you. Okay, so all right, we'll destroy it when it's done. I think that's it. What time is it? We have 11:20. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it just yet because I know I'm not going to have near this many asteroids in the game. Like there's 2,000 right now. I know I'm not going to have 2,000 in the actual game. So if I'm getting lost with it because there's just too many things on the screen, I'm not that worried about it. Actually, let's get this one. I gotta not be hitting it. There we go. Woo. Let's pull it back on the Z so we'll be closer. Okay. I'm not sure. Would this be able to buy the game? I'm just going to give it out for free. It's going to be a tutorial. I think that's it. I think we really got to start digging into the particles. And it'll help too if I don't make it so transparent. It's right there. Make the screen bigger. You could probably see it better. Oh, it's not spawning the right type either. There's the other one there. We got to make sure it's spawning the right type. Close this up. Asteroid type. So it does have the right asteroid type, and it should have an ore. So pass that to the ore type. I'll try this out. So blue ones should spawn blue ones, red instead of all of them being red. Perfect. I'm too far. It's blue. Oh. We need to change the color. So let's go ahead. We'll find out what colors I actually like. This is the color we're going to have to change here. Now, I've never actually tried to change any of these in the new shader yet, so it ought to be interesting. So yeah, I guess we'll go into ore. This is where it starts. We'll have to pick the color based on what type it is. And let's go ahead. We'll put 3 constants up here. I always like them to be very first thing. So 3 constants defining the color. So const color red is equal to color dot red. I could just not use these and basically base off the type. I might want to use a different color code or something up here. So for now, I'm just going to make a color code. Or sorry, a constant. If I do decide, oh, screw it. Let's just go with the basic model. So we'll go ahead, set it to collider, then we'll do a switch. Asteroid type. Case. And we need the case type. Break. So we'll have to get the component to the shader. So I believe we have to get that through the material, right? Mesh renderer material. Mesh renderer dot material. Solid is just color. Is it really that simple just to say color? How to try it. Color is equal to well, let's do one that's not one of those. Color. Well, dot. Let's do cyan. And to be honest, I want to test to make sure we're getting it right before I do anything. How do you comment a whole block? In mono develop. Faster to do this, I guess. This should change the color. There you can see it, the little cyan one. So that's all we have to do. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so it does work. I thought it was gonna be a little trickier with the new shaders. Apparently not. Okay, this should change the color. Start the countdown. Just give me one better asteroids. Ah! Too quick on the trigger. There we go. Wow, look how red that one is. That's just the texture. I got it being metallic. Let's go this way. Yeah, well, that made a red one too. Actually, let's go here. So it's not sending it. But you know. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, did I screw that up? That was a red one. Why did I go after a red one? I want non-red. Okay, we got a blue one that time. Okay, that is a blue one. It helps if I got these assigned right. And that's blue. That's why. Woo. And there it is right there. So we got a green one. And we got a blue one. All right, so we got that working. It spawns right one. They've got some movement. I'm not going to worry about the lights and everything else right now. I do need it to make them more discoverable, though. Because it'd be easy just to add a light and then the color will be based off of here. Actually, I'm going to move this out, actually. I know there's going to be a lot of things I want to set. Like if I have a particle effect of maybe a trail, like a tail on it, it's going to want to be that color. If I add a light to it, maybe some sort of emissive light, it's going to be that color. So let's go ahead and make another function here. And we'll go ahead, we'll get rid of this, and we'll just say pick color. Well, let's actually put it in the pick color function. And let's not forget this. Let's go here, save in case it crashes. Yeah, we got that moving. We got the ore spawning now. All right. Just leaving some notes here so I know what to do next. I'm up here. We're setting the collider. That's good. We're going to pick a color. Should be select set color. And I think that's it. Like we've really got to get into the particle system and lights. But tomorrow I'm probably going to be working on GUI stuff just so, oh, what's all this? We'll clean that up later. So yeah, I'll go ahead and set the particle color, particle trail colors, and the light source if needed. Add the particle system for its destruction. I think that's it, right? What do we got left for asteroid? I gotta clean this up. That's crazy. Right now, it's not rotating by physics. I would like that to be rotate by physics. Ugh. The calculate score value. Pick a direction. Speed. That's my rotation. Size. Once we start using physics to rotate it, we can get rid of this whole update, which would be great. This is stuff because it's part of iDestructible. Yeah, why am I so tired? And I just lost all my, well, not all of them. Okay. Do I ever use speed? I don't think I use this variable anymore. We'll find out. Apparently not. I know I used to use it, but all I was doing was, where's my late update? Oh, it's just an update, I think. I don't remember where I was using it. I guess I wasn't. I believe I was using it originally in update just to make sure it wasn't going too fast. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get rid of a lot of this. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11:45. Let's go. We'll do that now. I thought it was way later. I thought it was getting closer to 1. Okay. Why was I putting them in an array anyway? I don't see why I was putting them in an array at first. Okay, for the people on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording here. Thanks for watching, and let me know down below in the comments if you actually like me uploading these live streams. I'd like to know. If you do, I'll continue to upload them. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.